Well, I'm done with the two things that I wanted to do for today. Combat Robot is officially readjusted and everything. Basically, even the light actually needed repair, believe it or not. One of the arms, I think, yeah, the one with the golden gun, this arm needed a complete new wiring because you would bend the arm and the light would stop lighting up, so there was a false contact somewhere inside the wire somehow, which I really don't understand. I really don't understand it. But yeah. Other than that, the other thing that I just got done with is this Iron Man robot. As I've said before, the LED burned out, but right now it works. Yep. And still, I still find this model highly shitty. Like, really shitty. Like, don't get me wrong, okay? The walking and the swinging are fine. The arms action is the shitty thing. Because the peg is literally... How can I explain it? It's pretty hard to explain, actually. But there's like a peg in the middle of the body that gets held in... That holds the, Here's this one piece that moves like this that basically moves the arms up and down, and it has a peg, and it's placed in there by a little flathead screwdriver. There's two other flatheads to hold it from the edges, and that's completely fine, you know, but the robot is fine right now, okay? That's fine, but when you move the arms... Oh, sorry. When you move the arms somehow all the way up, and it's too much weight he cannot just handle, this is what happens. I should have done a video of this before the light was burned, when the light was burned, but what you can see is that the plastic in between these two, this glass is a whole piece that goes underneath, but this piece right here, this is where the peg is at, the middle peg. When the robot has the arms a little bit more up, what happens is the plastic there starts bending, and if you put your finger, you can feel the thing bending. That's not gonna last a long time if you move it, like, you know, if you put the arms up or something. So I really don't understand why they actually gave it posable arms if when you pose it, the thing just doesn't work right. I mean, don't get me wrong, the rest of the things are fine. I love the fact it actually walks and moves to the sides just like a Robo-Sapien, sort of. Which, actually, talking about that, it would be nice to see a walking Robo-Sapien knockoff with this mechanism. I'm only giving ideas. Anyways. That's the only thing that I do hate about Kitby. The crappy mechanics they used on it. Because I know there's another robot that actually does use this exact same thing. Which is the, It's a disc shooting robot made by Kitby as well. It's... I think the name is actually Kitby. They call it Brat, but the name is Kitby. So I think that's the supposedly name it has. But yeah, other than that, I think this was one that I bought in 2016. I think it was 2016. You got me there. You got me there. I actually don't remember when I bought this guy, to be honest. Yeah, I would say at mid 2016 at most. Around that area, basically. I do remember that the day we bought it, we actually came back from a fair, and then in the fair there was basically nothing. So what ended up happening was, my dad bought me this. Like, we went to a store that was, believe it or not, at the other side of the town, because we were kind of bored that day. We didn't have anything to do, so we went there because I saw this a few days before I went, and I bought it. It was only around 20 bucks, I would say. 20 bucks, I think it was. Yeah, back in the time. But other than that, I mean, it's a really crappy design. I like it. I like the fact I've never seen any of these. I like the fact that you reused the sounds of an Autotron. Well, they reused. They copied. Even though it's not the best quality, because in my personal opinion, the good thing would be if they would have used the entire soundtrack from the beginning of the music to the end. That would have been great. But all we get is this. And that's when the thing completely restarts. Pretty short, pretty crappy, but I like the fact that they actually used Autotron's sounds. That's something that you never see, and in all honesty, it's one of the robots that I would like to get sometime soon. An actual Autotron. But anyways, I guess that's practically it. This will go back into the collection bunch and everything, and I don't really have that much projects left to do. Today I really might not do anything rather than organize. Maybe organize all the things in place and stuff. Happy Kid robots are organized. Medium-sized robots are actually not organized. So those are going to be, with this one, because this one actually, I brought it home, or I think it was, yesterday. I brought this guy home yesterday, and I really didn't have enough time to just, order them, so I just stacked them all over the shelf. I'm going to have to take those, because I put a lot of Happy Meal toys and shit in there. I think it should be around here. And other than that, when I remove the Happy Meal toys and I put these in order, I'll be ready to bring more robots. The last bunch, because I still have a few left. I have almost every single one here now. The only ones that I have left is a few Defa toys, a few Yearlo ones, and Pioneer, I think. Because basically, here's the ones that I did bring. I brought all the rotating ones. All the ones that spin their body are here. The 360s are all here, which is a ton. I brought Happy Kid. I brought Huachi, Son AI. We're speaking about robots, not toys. Robots. Happy Kid robots. Everyone are here, of course. Xinglong. I'm pretty sure all of them are here. Then Lizu. Lizu, we have the Ultramoderns are here, but Pioneer's still in my grandma's house. After that, I have to bring the dancing robots. Angel Step It, the one that no longer has a propeller, the one that does have a propeller, the Gangnam Style one that I bought at Chinatown, the Iron Man one that I bought at the Chinatown, and the Dancing Clown. When those are here, all that I need is robot warriors, which are those that walk and move the arms and head, and they have like a gray sword and a gray shield, or a gun and a sword. That one of them sinks up and down because I really did not have any better ideas to put. Then I gotta bring both Madness Warriors, the ones that have that little ball on the side that goes, that floats. And other than that, I think... Oh, the walking superhero ones. I gotta bring the Iron Man, the Iron Patriot, Captain America, Buzz Lightyear, and Spider-Man. I gotta bring those walking ones too. And I guess that from there, that should be it. Because I think I'm forgetting a couple. I have a feeling I'm forgetting a couple. Let's see, those are covered. Androids are here. No, I think those are practically all that are left. Then again, it really doesn't matter. If there's some others left, I'll just bring them and then say, well, I forgot. But, just to let you all know, let's see if my phone actually has enough battery. Yeah, 21%. I'm pretty sure that can actually subsist for a few minutes. Anyways, this is basically how the entire setup looks like now. Let me just... Yeah, there's a middle shelf connecting that. There's like a little bridge on my bed, which is pretty funny. And no, I did not make my bed, that's why it's so untidy. But basically, as I've said, here's the first shelf, which we have Homer, we have the Snowflake Spinner, Robo Sapiens, Boa, V1, V2, I mean. Well, Boa and V2. Then we have Rex and some other tall robots that really, there was a shelf that was empty, and I was like, yeah, that might be for the loose ones, the ones that don't have boxes, and they're the big ones, which I do have a bunch. Except because I don't think those fit actually, or they might fit. I don't know. The Fighter Skin Cosmics. Let me just check. No, they don't. They don't. I can actually, I should be able to actually graduate this, but in all honesty, I just don't feel like it right now. I mean, it's been too much of a hassle, and I really don't feel like adjusting things again. Okay, so I said, they don't fit, and I don't feel like disassembling and reassembling, because I had to go through that once. Not entirely, but partially. It's not a pain in the ass, but it's a hassle that I don't want to do again. Because on the second one that I assembled, which is the one on that side, what I did was how can I explain it? I thought twice before assembling it, and I was like, yeah, I have a robotic vacuum cleaner. So why don't I just make the bottom shelf a bit more high so that the vacuum can go into it? And yeah, in the first one I did, and then I was like, but what about if I do it in my in my first one too? And I did it on my first one, so that's the thing I had to disassemble. Other than that, then we have as I've said before, the middle shelf, which has a ton of miscellaneous things, like the Rock Santa that is dead, the Tickle Me Elmo, and a few other things that really, I don't know why they made it here, to be honest. This should be for robots, not for Elmos. Okay, anyways. We got here, of course, the cool thing, what I love about the place where I sleep, even though it's pretty annoying because of the fact, whenever I stretch in the morning, I, hit my arms with the things, and I usually push some sort of toy or something. And there's been a few times a robot actually has fell, so that's why I really don't leave robots at the very front of the shelf, unless I know they're not going to fall. Basically what I have on this side is Millennium Robot 2001 and the other Millennium, the red one, which is right there. And that's practically all that I can see with my eyes. Then I have a few Marses, the remote. I'll go ahead and break the mystery because it was kind of a stupid thing to say that in the other video. Like, to be like, if you know who this remote is from, blah, 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 blah. Now I'll go ahead and actually say it. This is Robot Sergeant's remote. And I got a Sergeant off Mercado Libre for an outrageously expensive price because the robot is not complete. It doesn't work right. And what's going to basically happen is I'm going to give him this remote, the armors of my first one. And my first one's going to have a chromed armor from a knockoff Super Fighter. So I'm recovering Robot Sergeant, my 2012 favorite robot by far. And the only side-to-side robot that I bought that I was able to buy at a store. Which in fact, my first one is actually, I think I will dig it out once the other one goes in, but it's right there.
I am a Super Fighter. Now scanning.
I don't know if you guys can see
Enemy
it.
detected.
That one.
Fire.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I don't know why I actually put it on the very back. Kind of hate that. But yeah, I really like the sight I have from whenever I wake up, because all I can do is watch to the sides and see some pretty badass robots, because look at these, Metal Fighter is great, so is Power Robot, it's a Zorak-like robot, it's awesome, and we have, of course, the Power Robot, which is one I actually can grab and, dig down. Hi! And of course, there's a Universal Fighter 6 on the back, if you guys can see it. Oh no, I forgot, that's Universal Fighter 4. Sorry, just a few people will understand the joke. Anyways, other than that, I have my special robot clock here, which sometimes gets stuck, so that kind of pisses me off. I'll have to change the mechanism sometime. Then we have a Space Robot on the back. Then Maximum Performance, the combat robots, as I've said before, all three that I own. And then we go to the other one, the other shelf, which is this one, which right now is a mess. It's a pretty decent mess, but I guess it's worth to show. It's kind of annoying to actually show it with my face on the camera. I'll say that. But what we have basically is some animatronics that I want to review soon. Some that I have already reviewed on GMA, like the frog, the Singing in the Rain dog that I broke its arm on accident. A few toys and crap. These might be next on GMA, to be honest, because these are the animated singers. I have another one on the closet. In the closet, I mean. A few other robots that I brought from Kevin's, like Mini 2001 and Mighty Sonic, Android, Defensores Estelares, and actually, you got me there. Where are the other? Oh, I still have to bring the other two androids from my grandma's house. That's true. Those are another two that I have to bring. My two green androids. It's a two. Yeah. Anyways, other toys and crap, Potency, Missile Warrior, one of the crawling army guys that I found here. The other one. Okay, no, they're down here. There's the International Heroes, the one that just does the that sound. And there's basically a ton of others. I'm actually gonna probably do a video someday. I'm not really promising it because I really don't know if I'll be able to. But once this room has a decent amount of space freed up, especially because of yeah, whenever I have a little space, I would love to take some robots out of their boxes and literally cover my room floor with nothing but robots just to see how many I have and maybe do a video of my entire robot collection. Because, you know, I did make that video at one point. It was pretty badass. But right now I'm actually home. I can actually do it a whole lot better because they can actually be in this damn room. Of course, it'll be a bit hard because if I... No, wait, the one that I made was my entire toy collection, I think. In my toy or robot collection, I do remember taking the robots out of their boxes. I'm gonna have to revisit that video, okay? I'll have to revisit that video someday, which will be actually after this video loads. But anyways, I guess that's practically it, so I might do a video like that someday. I really don't know. I'll have it as another subscriber special just for the hell of it because I really don't want to do it out of nowhere. It would be a complete waste. Like, I know some people would love to see it and everything, but in all honesty, I have too much things to do, and I would rather wait for me to have, I don't know, 700, 800, maybe 1,000 subscribers, which I doubt it'll happen anytime soon. Will it happen? It will happen. Will it happen right now? I'm pretty sure it won't, because I'm just, like, almost 500 or so. Which, don't get me wrong, it's actually a pretty good number. I've never thought it would have that much and everything, but you know, it's just... If I want to make such a big-ass movement, I better do it with a bigger reason. Then again, I can always say because I can and just do it for the fuck of it. That's one true thing. But anyways, I guess that's practically it. Another thing, I'm actually going to start collecting a few things for the hell of it. And they are mostly animatronic. Wait. Ah. The fuck was that? A bit more animatronic related. As you guys know, I will start collecting singing fishes. I'll not buy them here, okay? Whenever I go back to the US or some other country, I'll probably buy them. Because I do love the fishes, to be honest. And those are, even though those are not like a, you know, like a thing that I'm, like a stable hobby. Because number one, if I try buying one here, it'll have to be for dirt cheap. Because I've seen some for dirt cheap, I'll say that. They don't work and they want 20 bucks. Absolutely awesome. If I ever see one like that again, I'll not hesitate on asking my mom to buy it for me. That's just, you know, obvious. But of course, Billy Basses are over the 100 and something bucks here, which is fucking ridiculous. You can just go to the US and buy one for a fucking dollar. This fish was $1, people. A fucking dollar. And it worked. It fully worked. Only that the mouth gear was splitting, of course. It needs some little touching, but generally it did work. Anyways, I guess that's practically it. Another hobby, another little collection thing that I'm trying to start is on repeating animals. Like, you know, repeating parrots, toucans, hamsters. I do have a hamster actually that repeats things, but it's all in pieces. And I do have where's that piece of garbage? You guys probably do remember this from my channel back then in 2013. This is the repeating parrot that I've had ever since. I might actually, yeah, you know what? I might actually start today on it. I'll actually leave it like my next project. This guy has a blown speaker. I don't know why. Has it ever happened to somebody that you leave a toy for a couple of years without even trying it? Next thing you know, you take it out of the box, you try it, and it doesn't make sound. Fun fact, it's already happened to me twice because Horny Willy is also one that had that issue, and that's why he doesn't have a speaker right now. Can I put a new speaker on it? I can. I actually did. But it turns out the speaker's not as loud, so it's a fucking waste. It's, in all honesty, it's a waste. I'd rather wait for some toy or something to have a specific paper speaker like the one that they had. That was like, plastic and paper. It was a pretty weird mix of two versions of speakers, but that's not really relevant right now. Thing is, I'll start with that one today. Maybe I can put another speaker and it'll work fine. And after that, of course, I'm also collecting the birds that are plastic and animated. Those that, you just put on a stump or something and they start moving like those the heartful birds. The ones that are just plastic and they move. They're battery operated and they just move. But before I even bother speaking about those, there's another collection that I'm really thinking on starting, and I already have at least around 5 of them. And those are the Lucky Becoming Cats. I've had this one ever since 2010. This one, and the chrome one, I actually bought them a while ago. And this one got given to my mom by a friend. So let's just say, if anybody remembers my old toy room in my grandmother's house, that place was that place was shit. It was getting filled up with moisture, and it was just a butt hurt. So most of the toys that were there will start coming here. Anyways, these 2 were there. They have seen better days, but they're fine. And these are the 3 that I bought that are like new for now. I might buy some other ones if I can. If I can find them broken and they give them to me for free, that's amazing. Which it did happen at one point. And I guess that's everything. Then of course, crawling army figures and stuff. I already have 3 here. I have the International Heroes, the 2 crawling China fake ones. And I am a little pissed I didn't bring the ones from Kevin's, because Kevin actually gave me a few that were Jordans to repair. So I'm going to probably bring them the next time I go there. And yeah, those are basically the new collection fetishes Ivan has. Yep. So anyways, I guess this video has become too long, so I'm gonna go. Oh, of course, yeah, and of course Halloween animatronics if I ever get more, which you guys can see. Little ghost dumb. And if I can, of course, if I can buy some others, Elmos. You may be like, why the fuck do you collect Elmos? I have loved these things ever since I was a kid. Okay? These fucking things, I've loved them since I was a kid, so I'm really mainly those and a bunch of others, because Booba, I've always liked it, even though my mom says it's creepy. The Bouncing Tigger and a few other baby toys that I'd like to buy. Then again, it's not really fair to call them baby toys. They're more than likely animatronics, just like the rest. But yeah, I guess that's everything. So, thanks everyone for watching. Updates coming soon. And remember that if you liked the video... Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this retarded ass thing. Remember that if you liked the video, you can hit the motherfucking like button. You can subscribe and you can leave a comment saying how much you hate me. Anyways, thank you for watching everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video.